What's up, everybody? It's another week, Sunday night. Weekend's done. New stuff's happening. Hopefully this week we will see green candles and we'll all have happy smiles on our faces. I hope so. And we're moving into a new moon, so that's quite bullish in my humble opinion. I hope that we see nice green candles all throughout the week amongst all the projects that we care about. So let's get into this. This is not a gambling night. This is crypto night. This is when we talk about crypto stuff. And I want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching the degenerate side of what I do. I love gambling. I just love it. I think it's one of the reasons why I was drawn to crypto in the first place, is because I love the chance and I like taking high risk chances. I remember when I first got out of the Navy. Actually, no, I was still in the Navy at the time. I was stationed in Brunswick, Maine, and this retired gunnery sergeant met me for coffee because he wanted to sell me life insurance. And he was going through my profile, going through all the check marks. What is my risk profile? How aggressive should we be with this kid's investing and that kind of stuff? And then when we got done, he looked at me and said, "Man, you just don't give a shit, do you?" You're just like, go deep on every throw. Go deep. Hail Mary. Yeah, that's how I've lived my life. Always going deep on things and hoping that it turns out all right. And you get some winners, you get some really, really big winners, but you have losers along the way too. I meet with people all the time, and most people they trend more to be on the conservative side. And I'm the guy that says, all the chips on the table, let's do it. Let's go for it. So, wow. Yeah. What a year 2023 was. Quite a recovery year for crypto in general. Maybe not for Pulsechain. Pulsechain started out good and then it did not do so good. But the rest of crypto has had quite a turnaround going into a new bull market. Leading the way is Bitcoin and Ethereum and some other alts that we won't talk about because we're mostly Pulsechain here. if anything ever comes up, if there's a token that you guys want to talk about, let me know, and maybe I'll do some research on it and check them out. But overall, I did want to talk about something before I get into the chat tonight that I've been talking about with my former business partner going back to 2011. This is even before I owned Bitcoin. I was writing articles about gold and silver, and I mentioned Bitcoin in multiple articles that I had written for the website that we had. And one of the things I always mentioned was the fact that after gold received its ETF, it's been kind of tepid, right? So in 2003, gold got its first ETF. And you know what? Let me share. I have the chart here. Let me see if add to stage. There we go. All right, so right here is when gold received its oh, sorry. I got to actually show you on the screen itself. Right here is where it received its ETF, and then it had its big run up, its major run, due to everybody and their brother able to now buy gold and silver, or gold at least, and put it into their retirement eggs, their IRAs and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of their, a lot of investors, managers, they tell them to put 10% of their portfolio or less into precious metals. And so that's what you saw here. A lot of gold. I mean, when I was working as a nurse, I think I had about 20% in gold when I was, they'd take a portion of my salary and they would match it. And I would just put it right into gold. And that was a good time to do it too. 2007, 8, when it started running. And then this is when I started working in gold and silver, right about here, right near the top. And we had the blow off top, and then we went back down. But this is the time right here at the top that I worked in gold and silver. I was writing articles. I was selling silver. I mean, hand over fist. It was crazy. I was selling so much precious metals over email, not even picking up a phone. People that I have been in gold and silver Facebook groups with for years, probably going back to, when did Facebook launch? I think it was in 2005 or something. I moved to Tampa in 2006, and it was shortly thereafter that I signed up for Facebook. And first thing I did is I got into some gold and silver groups because I love gold and silver. And I read Peter Schiff's book, Crash Proof, right about this time. And I was putting all my money in gold and silver. I would get my salary check, and I would, just order on AppMex a bunch of gold and silver. And the price just went, whew. It was good times for everyone involved, and my family, everyone really cared about gold and silver during this time, and we all made out like bandits. But you see what it did, and then it came right back down. Now, gold is rising again, but I think that due to the ETF, that you're not going to see the exponential run up like we've seen in gold in the past. Like back here, this was the 70s boom when my parents were kids, or when they were in their 20s, right? And this was mine when I was in my 20s and 30s. And now this next generation, the millennials, this is their boom in gold. But I don't think it's going to be as boomy as these two were, because the ETF now owns most of the paper supply of the gold. So this right here, I believe, is what's going to happen to Bitcoin. And I found this actually on Bitcoin. I wanted to show you guys a chart, but this guy he wrote this 6 months ago, but I was talking about this in 2011. Gold ETF history versus potential Bitcoin ETF. A thought popped into my head, and I did about 5 minutes of research on this. I'm open to feedback, so feel free to criticize my post. A quick Google search shows that the first gold ETF was launched around 2003, and below is a chart showing the price history of gold according to goldprice.com. So there you go. I really think that this ETF is going to hold gold back, and we could see in the future how the banks could hold back Bitcoin. And then the next one is they're talking about is Ethereum. So Ethereum could be to Bitcoin as silver is to gold. So this is an opinion that I've had for many years. I think that the banks want to control Bitcoin. That's why they've been subtly demonizing it and talking bad about it for years. Yet in the back door, they're buying as much as they can. Company I used to work with, they were my clients. They were called Slick. They were a Bitcoin mining facility in upstate New York, Syracuse. They're based here in Panama, but their mining facility was in Syracuse because they had low cost electricity due to what they have their water power, something like that, hydro. And these guys would mint Bitcoin, or not mint, but create Bitcoin, mine it, and then they would immediately sell it to the big companies. They would sell they call virgin Bitcoin. These guys only want virgin Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys even heard of virgin Bitcoin, but this is what virgin Bitcoin is. It's when it's mined and then never sent anywhere. So they take the mined Bitcoin, they put it into a wallet, and they store it. That's what virgin Bitcoin is. And that's what all these companies want. That's what JP Morgan wants. That's what Morgan Stanley, all these companies, that's the kind of Bitcoin they want. So they only want newly minted Bitcoin, because every other Bitcoin they considered tainted. Tainted Bitcoin is Bitcoin that maybe touched a wallet by a Colombian drug lord, or maybe it's been used by prostitutes or something. I don't know. They call that dirty money, dirty Bitcoin. So Bitcoin itself, I think we're not going to have the big rises that we're used to. This next one will probably be the last major upswing for Bitcoin. And I am a true believer that we'll see over $100,000 Bitcoin this cycle. I believe it could be there. 120, 130,000. You guys seen what it could do in just 1 year in a bear market. We went up and doubled it up, more than doubled. So get ready for that. All right, let's get to the chat. That's the main thing I want to talk about tonight. And then we'll get to the charts and stuff. Crypto Bendu, I'm first to chat because I'm awesome. What's up, brother? Pineapple Love. Hi, Randy. Tell us how mining Bitcoin or other coins work. Profitability and during bull market and bear market. Do I need more than one machine? Can I get lots of money mining and become rich in mining? No. The days of mining profitably are probably behind you. If you want to mine, I would mine ETH POW. That would probably be your best bet. I think ETH POW could be a candidate for a 50 to 100x in the bull run. And if you're mining it now, you could probably get it some tokens, and maybe they'll turn, just like Ethereum did in 2017. It went from $7 up to 1,440 or something like that. So imagine if ETH POW does the same thing that Ethereum did. How can you tell if mining Bitcoin or other coins is a scam? Share profits without owning a machine. They do it for you. Yeah, I never liked doing that, man. I tried. I was in this business called this network marketing thing that some guys got me into. It's called Bit Club. I remember Jeff Berwick talking about it. Joby Weeks was the guy that got everybody involved. Joby used to be a friend. I haven't heard from him in years after he went to jail for Bit Club. And there's a bunch of other folks who used to shill it. We shilled it. I did pretty well with Bit Club, but I probably put about 7 Bitcoin into Bit Club. Calm down now. That's not a lot of money back then. This is 2015, 16. So Bitcoin was still under $1,000. So I would put my Bitcoin into the mining, and then it would generate Bitcoin for me every day for the mining. And overall, I made my USD value back. Probably made $7,000 or $8,000 back. I invested about probably 6 or 7. Got all my money back, but Bitcoin went to 20,000 in 2017. So if I would have just held my Bitcoin, I'd be way further ahead than giving it over to some, schmuck who's just gonna use it and sell it and not do anything with it. They were telling us they're buying us brand new miners, and who knows what the fuck they were doing with the money. As we know, Joby had a mansion in Acapulco. He goes to jail. So who knows? Joby, if you're watching this, you know what you did, bro. Okay. Crypto Compassion, what's up, sir? That's bang bang. Ted, what? 8 inches of snow. Those are rookie numbers, man. Come to upstate New York. 8 inches. We sneezed at. It's funny. Hello, Tim. Red, what's going on? Bro, feet of snow coming to the Pacific Northwest. Oh, really? Nice. Winter is coming to town. Morning, Marcia. From Perth, West Oz, Australia. Hey, Luna. No permissions gang in the house. If you haven't signed up for the Patreon, patreon.com/no permissions, come join us in the Telegram. And twice weekly strategy calls. We got one tomorrow at noon, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. And yeah, just got a massive airdrop for Nope Token. I think Crypto Sloth is doing a special liquidity meeting for us to teach us how to do liquidity. I'm just loving it. You know, I want to say something real quick because I've been in crypto for so long. I am tired of the public discourse. I'm tired of talking about your stuff on Twitter and in Telegram and stuff like that, where all these scammers are. You can't even put a tweet up without having a couple scammers in there. You can't even talk to Telegram in a public Telegram group without having a bunch of these bots trying to rob you. And people, I mean, if you have your phone number on where people can call you, you'll get phone calls from random people. Hey, I talked to you about crypto. Thing is, they're trying to, fish you and get some information out of you so they can steal from you. And I'm so tired of it. Some folks saying, "Oh, Randy, you should have a public Telegram group for Nope Token." Yeah, it's just the news channel. There is no public Telegram group. You want to be in the Telegram group, you gotta join No Permissions, and then that's where Nope Token discussion happens. No, I'm not putting up a public Telegram group. I'm not going to manage it. I'm not going to pay anybody to manage it. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. It's a nightmare. It's like I would feel bad for AI to manage one of these Telegram groups. I was part of the whole 9-inch Telegram group, and what a shithole. So, yes, they attracted that type, I guess. But my God, I go in there, I'm like, oh, Randy's got to go. Oh, goodness. Timothy. Hello, bright light. My wife loves playing Keno on a machine. Yeah. I've had quite a run with the casinos lately. Quite a run. Today, shit. I wish I could tell you guys the numbers, but you guys you come rob me or something. That's right, Bets. Believe in yourself. Hey, Randy Crew, what's up, sir? Hope you're not getting too much snow. Now, where he lives up in Toronto, they get snow. Well, they're on the northern side of the lakes, so maybe not as much as Rochester and Buffalo. Black Label Expat. I know this gentleman's happy. Congratulations on that Nuevo Presidente, sir. Ventrones, good to see you. My play is ETH. Yeah, my mom. I'm all about that ETH. If you can't hold your Bitcoin or take it off the exchange, what's the point? Yeah, exactly. That means somebody else owns it. It makes no sense. So I'm 100% decentralized with my crypto. I don't use exchanges. I don't have a mobile wallet that can be hacked or attacked. When I offboard, we offboard directly to our bank. Our bank is crypto friendly. They know us. They know we're in crypto. Our account is specifically a crypto. Someone said, "Oh, Randy, you signed up for a honeypot account, so in the future they're just going to arrest you." What sense does that make? I live in Panama. I don't live in the United Kingdom, where they just come and rob, or the country just comes and robs you. I don't live in the United States. I don't live in Canada, where they do this kind of things, or Australia, where they lock you down for 2 years. You guys live in some fascist bullshit. I don't have that here. I don't. I pretty much do what I want. People leave me alone, and the bank loves us. They treat us good. We walk in, we sit down, we have a rep, one-on-one. There's a bunch of people here in the comments that have been here who have opened up accounts. It's like, I'm not super rich, okay? But I get treated like I'm super rich, and I like that. I like getting treated well. And Tower Bank does that for us here in Panama. So it's so funny when people from the West who have never lived anywhere but the West make comments about places that they've never been. Cracks me up. It really does. I mean, I lived in Mexico, and because I lived in Mexico, I could say that Mexico is a shithole. I can say it. I lived there. I lived in Acapulco. I lived in Mazatlan. I've been to San Miguel de Allende. I spent a couple months in Mexico City. You know, I had not found one place in Mexico that I say, oh, I'd like to call this home. So listen to people who have been there, like Black Label Expat. You know, he's a good guy. You want to ask him where the best places in Central and South America to be? He's a good resource. He could be in the comments giving you guys some great info. Actually, I should do an interview with him if he wants. Randy, do you know where to find the P-Hex chart with the most data from the beginning of fork? You got me scratching my head here. Sorry, some motorcycles are just going by. Do you know where to find the P-Hex chart? Geez, no, bro. I really don't. Probably Deck Screener is not working. That's what I use. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Let's go back to put this back up. And we're just going to change screens here. Share this tab instead. I happen to have eHex up. Oh, here, by the way, let me show you this. I just bought 2 million hex tonight. I just got an extra 29,330 hex for using CowSwap. By the way, we cannot trade on Uniswap for hex. They don't allow us. Hex is a banned crypto. Can you believe that crap? Oh, I thought I changed screens here. Share this tab instead. There you go. So I just tweeted that out a little while ago. I made 2 trades and I picked up about 2 million hex. These prices are ridiculous. I think Ethereum hex is still more important than P-Hex. Oh my God, Randy, you just said the bad word. I am an E-Hex guy. I want to go where the number 2 crypto is in charge, and that's Ethereum. So get your hex on Ethereum. If you get it on Pulsechain, great. But here, let's pull up the charts here again. This is eHex. eHex is having a hard time right now. But remember that eHex has bonded liquidity with Ethereum. So if eHex, if Ethereum is doing good, guess what Hex is going to do on Ethereum? It's also going to do good. Now, currently, Pulsechain, let's look at P-Hex. It's up 10.5% today. Currently, it's number 2 trading asset on Pulsechain. That's great. I think the question was, does it have where's the best place to go all the way back to the fork? It's right here. Yeah, Deck Screener. That was the day of the fork, and this is what Hex has done ever since. P-Hex has done ever since the launch. So excuse my line I drew here a long time ago. Delete. Let's look at this a little bit up close. We did drop as low as 0.064 on a wick, but overall, this is like, it looks like a double bottom. On eHex and P-Hex, we're doing a double bottom. I think that's pretty important. We're going to need that kind of thing. I'm just not buying P-Hex right now. I'm buying eHex. I think it's a better deal, and I think that, God, how do we say this? I think speculating, if one was to say, of the 2, which is going to do better with a 3-letter agency breathing down your back, I think the Ethereum one's going to do better. Pulse one will only do good if Pulsechain does good. So let's hope that Pulsechain does good. I've got almost an equal amount on both chains, and I want to see them both successful. But I would be I would tread lightly right now with Pulsechain stuff. Gotta be careful. You know, this is not the time to be going YOLO. We have a bull market happening right now. We're on the verge of probably the biggest bull market we are ever going to see. Do we spend all our time in Pulsechain, or do we venture out a little bit? And Hex seems like a genius way of speculating on this bull market. If Ethereum, say, does 20x or 30x, entirely possible in this next bull run. What if it hits 50K? If that hits 50K, what do you think Hex is going to do? Hex will probably hit its all-time high again. And think about it. I just bought 2 million today. It cost me 3 ETH. So we're around 7 grand. That could easily turn into $500,000, 2 million if it hits the all-time high, or near it, whatever. $1 million if it hits the all-time high. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go for it. So yeah, I'm not shit talking here. I'm just being practical. And in my no permissions community, we have these kind of discussions all the time. That, you know, what happens? What if the SEC doesn't back off? What if Richard doesn't capitulate? What if? Well, there's great ways to secure your future by not putting all of your eggs in one basket. So that's where I stand with that. Oh, thank you, Tim. Mine ETH POW. If you're going to mine anything, mine ETH POW. Ramon, what's up, fam? Taking a break from the Hex conference for some real alpha. Oh, sir, I appreciate it. And by the way, I'm speaking tomorrow night, my 8 p.m. slot for, I think it's like 15 minutes. I'm speaking, and I'm going to talk about like the history of crypto and where I think it's going and that kind of stuff. Oh yes, no, I read about that in a book once. Thank you, Vets. The bots are freaking ridiculous. Yes, they are. You must be talking about Telegram. Ugh. Actually, I'm now a 30-minute drive from Kingston. Need to renew my passport so I can go shopping with my housemates. The snow here is just beginning, but they tell me it's like the old days. Yeah, that's awesome. Kingston, Ontario. Cool, brother. Doing the Sunday Premium Wine Day today. 36-month barrel-aged Cabernet tonight. Guys, Timothy does it right. He doesn't slouch out his drinks. That's right, sir. Go where you're treated best. Hey, Crypto Black Sheep. What's up, Ram Man? Hope all is well. Deck screener starts in June on my deck screener. Oh, really? Huh. That's weird. Randy, thanks for your time and knowledge. You're welcome. Happy Silver. So just to reiterate, you know, the cover tonight and my title, Bitcoin's archaic to me. I'm not putting money in Bitcoin anymore. If I was to have money in Bitcoin, it'd only be because I was a liquidity provider with wrapped BTC on Uniswap. That's about the only reason I would ever do it. So sorry, Bitcoin bros, but this old Bitcoin guy no longer owns or cares about Bitcoin. See you on Ethereum and Pulsechain, guys. I'm going to clip that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It actually says this coin is not available on Uniswap, but CowSwap's way better, anyways. The majority of my hex is eHex. It's probably the one that's gonna. I think it's gonna be better percentages as far as wins in this bull run. Oh shit, Black Sheep 8.5. What's the total number of NFT validators up to now? Oh, are you talking to me, Vets? I don't know that one. You must be talking to Crypto Black Sheep. Yep, you're talking to him. 721. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. You're the vendor. Are you serious, brother? Oh, that's funny. Congratulations right now for you doing this to help the community at large. Okay, so what he's talking about is Crypto Black Sheep is working on a project where you can buy NFTs that give you the mining rewards for opening up a Pulsechain validator. So if you're looking into that, contact Bets or Crypto Black Sheep and find out more information. Yes, it is. Virgin and Genesis BTC. And it also has a premium. So if you're mining Bitcoin, which is quite hard to do, and you get a premium for it. Yeah, definitely living the dream. Massive upside risk, minimal downside. That's right. Hex mining hodler. And you going to the Hex conference, Randy? Yes, I will be on it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Uniswap is a sex pretending to be a DEX. Exactly. Access Alive feels the same way Randy is to eHex. Does he? That's cool. Well, he is my man. Him and I came up in the crew together. I've always respected his opinion. He does a great job. Hey, Bobby Hexerod. All right. What other thing? Did I want to show you guys anything else? Oh, yeah, the charts. Let's share this tab. Jeez. I killed that one. Share screen. Okay. See how it looks. Perfect. All right. We are on Bitcoin. And as you can see, let's move this. Actually, we'll bring this down here. Oh. Well, that's what it's doing right now. But the real line goes all the way back here. I'm not going to include that. I don't like to include the wicks too much. Some people do. I don't. This is what the trend line looks like. So if Bitcoin was to get a pullback, and we're going into a new moon, so unlikely this week, in my opinion. But if we do get a pullback, it's going to come back down to here, right around 40,000 now. The longer we stay above the support line, the more chance we have of just not going back below it. So this is actually looking really good. Congratulations, everyone who did not listen to the naysayers. You got a green Aurochs indicator on the monthly. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. Okay, going into the halving. On the weekly, we do have a red one on the weekly. Here's the line again, but I don't think we're coming back down unless there's some big external event that causes the NASDAQ to drop in value, which then people will have to sell Bitcoin to cover their losses on the NASDAQ. That's the only thing I think that could really happen for the short term, right? So we got lots of greed still. We're definitely in a bull market. Look at this. Beginnings of the bull, this is the weekly charts. And then boom, we're going to be in the bull now for the next 12 months. And let's look at the daily. So you see that, the AI says we're going down. So we'll see. AI says we're going down. It's called BGMC. Let me show you the Aurochs. I'm gonna go over these again for you guys because I haven't done it in a while. What is the Aurochs indicator? It's an in-house indicator which predicts the entry points at 70% plus accuracy. Activate it and follow the simple long and short arrows to realize profits today. If you just followed this on the monthly, you would be absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. The thing has done amazing for me. And the AI is brand new. It came out, I should say, brand new, about 8 months now. This indicator is based on the original Aurochs indicator, but has been optimized using machine learning. The strategy behind this indicator is similar to the default Aurochs indicator. Therefore, read the guidelines related to them and apply the same strategies. However, guides for this indicator will be released soon. This indicator is trained on a specific interval basis, meaning some intervals might be good, others might not be, depending on the pair you're using. Based on our tests, intervals that are used often by everyday traders, such as 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, etc., are the most accurate. Okay, so short for this one, long for this one. That's how I use it too. Right now, it's saying that we're going down in the short term. All right, how about Ethereum? Ethereum's at 2206. We're on the weekly right now. It says we're going down. You can see the nice little hill We're cresting the hill, just on the other side of it. Let's see what the AI is saying. Also, yeah, looking pretty miserable on the AI. But what about the monthly? That's the important one. On the 1 month, we're still green. Great. That's what we want to see. Still green. How about Hex? Let's look at eHex. eHex has traded sideways for so long now. It's kind of bizarre. But we do have a Reddit rocks indicator on the weekly saying that we're going down. But I pay attention to the monthly. And the monthly says we're still going up. Look how beautiful this chart is. It came right back down. Let's look at a log. That's better. So this is where we went in the beginning of the year, right? Or sorry, when the big whale came in a few months ago, and I think it was October or so. This is what he did. This was at the beginning of the year, and that was our past bull run where we went to about 56 cents. See, 56.8. And we're going to get back there, if nothing else, because long-term holders like myself and a bunch of other folks are buying up the tokens at this discounted rate, knowing that Ethereum Hex is probably going to be the one that leads the way with the most X's out the gate. P-Hex is going to do great. If it wins, great. I'm happy for it. But I think E-Hex is still it's like the big guy in the room until Pulsechain is unleashed. All right, so I'll stop boring you guys with all this, all the chart stuff. Get back, see what you guys got to say. Oh, you're welcome, sir. Good to see you as always, guys. Yeah. All right, so if you guys don't have any questions, I am going to cut it short. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing, what's happening. So Nope token. Let me change the brand here for a second, so we can talk about Nope. Let me see. Bam. All right. So Nope token is getting some mechanic stuff done. It's in the shop, right? The token itself is fine, but the marketing is getting amped up. I told my Patreon already that Ben Dubard is now creating images for us. I have like 4 new ones that need to be loaded to the Patreon. He is writing articles about crypto that are going on nopermissions.com. If you guys know Kaisa is now working with the Nope team. He's creating images that he uses Midjourney and other AI tools to help create really cool images that we'll be using in the marketing of Nope token. And I hired another gentleman out of, he's on Fiverr, to write AI articles for me for nopermissions.com. And it's costing me about $600 a month. Guy's going to write 2 articles a day using AI, and he's also going to SEO optimize the nopermissions.com website and help me make it look nice, that kind of stuff. Essentially, I hired an employee to manage my website. This gentleman will hopefully drive traffic to nopermissions.com, which will introduce people. We'll have a page for Nope token, and it'll also introduce people to Pulsechain. So what I think of Nope token as it's we're red pilling people to come into Pulsechain. And I think people, you need to incentivize them to check things out. The average person needs to see something 3 to 5 times before they take action. Now, I know my community, the anarcho-capitalist community, they love memes. So we're going to hit the meme game for Nope token is going to be hardcore. You may not agree with some of the stuff that we put out there, but the people that I target with Nope token are people with money. The anarcho-capitalist libertarian community are some of the richest people in the world. Imagine getting someone like Peter Thiel say, oh, wow, he's probably the most well-known libertarian besides Dr. Ron Paul. It's like, imagine Peter Thiel saying, oh, this Nope token is pretty cool. I'm going to go in and buy $10 million worth of note or something. Yeah, just random. You don't get in front of people unless you have some good marketing game. So in order for Pulsechain to have adoption, we need to be going out there and finding ways to onboard folks. And this is one of them. So I'm excited about Nope. I'm going to be putting a lot of money into the marketing. And this, remember, you guys aren't paying for this. This is just out of my pocket to help bring adoption. I don't really necessarily make any money off of Nope token except for becoming a liquidity provider and earning 5 or 10% a year as a liquidity provider. It's not like our liquidity is like Richard Hart's liquidity when he had Hex, when he had a couple $1 million worth of liquidity in there, earning massive amounts off of being a liquidity provider for that token. Well, Nope token, we're under a $1 million market cap. So, there's not a ton of money to be made as a liquidity provider. So the community itself, they're able to stake their coins on 9inch and not stake, but become a liquidity provider on 9inch and be part of the farms and earn BBC token. But the tokens that we have, we're not doing that. That's for the community to do. They could earn those tokens. So adoption, that's the goal, folks. I want Pulsechain to succeed, and it's not going to be successful unless we bring adoption to it and show people how easy it is to work over here. And I know I'm saying I sound two-faced tonight because I'm doing a lot of stuff on Ethereum, and I am, because I also want to make money during this bull cycle, but I also want to show people what we have on Pulsechain, and hopefully all the problems that we have right now amongst our ecosystem are all ironed out within a couple months or a year, and it gives Pulsechain a chance to be in the glory or to be in the spotlight. So I think Nope token could be a great way of doing that. So if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. And I'm also, if you know anybody who's really good at running ads, we're going to do ads in the future. Don't quite know how to do it. Things have changed. I see people running ads all the time on Twitter, but I can't get a Twitter ad account approved because I'm in Panama. I think they just blocked me. My wife can't even do it. We're both verified. We can't run ads. So I think that's the best place to run ads, and obviously Facebook and things like that. But people are like, oh, just run ads for crypto? No. I want to grow our newsletter. I'm going to teach you guys a little marketing trick right here. Your most important asset online is not your social media profiles. It's your newsletter. Your newsletter goes where you go. If you can build a newsletter to 10,000, 20,000, 1 million people, that newsletter is priceless. You could take it anywhere. Twitter can't take away your profile like they took mine away. So if you're new to internet marketing, you're looking about doing something in the future, just build a newsletter. I use Beehive, BEEHIV.com. Actually, let me show you. I got it pulled up here. So doing a little bit of segue, do a little bit of edumacation here. Let's see, where's Beehive? There it is. All right. So this is my latest article I put out yesterday. You can find the link to the newsletter down below underneath the video. This is the article I wrote. It was called My Journey Through Crypto Time. And I write these on Saturdays and they go out on Sunday mornings. Like, this is the image that Kaisa made. He made this on Midjourney. And just talk about all kinds of stuff. It's really powerful. Then you go to the dashboard, it shows you what your growth is looking like. We're at 783 subscribers. We're up 3.7%. Open rate for this article is down 12%. Click rate 86% up. I mean, this is, it shows you everything. Shows you where your clicks are coming from. I don't know if you guys have ever owned a website, but this is how it works. Twitter, YouTube, directly from nopermissions.com, LinkedIn. So that's where the clicks are coming from, plus directly from people's emails. So Love it. Let me see. Can I go to the? That's what it look. I'll show you what it looks like if you click on it. Go to read online. Share this tab. So what happens is if somebody's not your subscriber and they click on it, then it says subscribe to keep reading. I have it gate kept. So if people want to read my articles, they have to put in their email and subscribe. It's simple as that. It's phenomenal. So this is a great way to protect your future online. You don't want to be at the disposal of these social media channels. If you have a newsletter, you'll always be around, and they can't take that away from you. So I hope you guys understand how important that is. Because I've been banned from Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Probably need giant green candles to really get people over the DeFi link barrier. Oh, I agree. That's the way to do it. I support no token. Thank you, sir. All right. Yeah. Give Kaiza a shout out for that one. Ken Walls. All right. Could you DM me? I can't click on that link. Believe in yourself. Could you DM me that, please, sir? Waters Above did a video on 1/8 and possibly volatility, but maybe I misunderstood. So there's a new moon coming up, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah, new moon, 3.5 days. Cool. I haven't watched a Waters Above video since I think it was a couple days before Christmas. Love that guy. I got to get him back on. So thank you, everybody. I'm tired, man. We got up this morning at, I think it was 6 a.m. I had to reset my liquidity. I'm doing concentrated liquidity. So I had to reset my liquidity this morning at 6 a.m. Then we went for a walk on the waterfront. Been running all day, having a good old time. But I'm going to go to bed early tonight. By the way, updates. I've started taking my TRT, my testosterone replacement therapy. So I stuck a needle in my leg today. I'm a nurse, so I know how to do it. And just to give you guys a heads up, Randy's going to start getting a little bit intense around here. Yes, sir. Villain. Yes, Waters Above is fantastic. Water Above gave warning on January 8th and 9th. All right, cool. I'll take it, Bobby. Appreciate your warning, sir. I will check that out. Cheers, everybody. Have a great night.